Lesson 5.3, Graphing Parabolas with a Calculator. So yeah, this is exactly what we did on the last lesson, but now I'm letting you use your fancy graphing calculators. It's the first time we've ever actually graphed on them. So if I have a y equals or an f of x equals, you want to go to the y equals button to graph it. If you've got a function there, that's fine. The clear button is what you want to hit. Then it should be blank. So now I want to type in, zoom out, negative x is right here under mode, squared, I use this x squared button, minus 6x minus 5. Okay, once you have that in there, just like you want, go ahead and hit the gray graph button right here. And then I'll show you my windows kind of off. So we'll be talking about a window, but a window changes how your x and y axis look and how your graph's fitting. So if you don't see your graph well, what you want to do is go to this second gray button saying window, and I'm going to change it to be the standard where it's from negative 10 to 10. That's your x from left to right. And I always count my x scale by 1, so counting by ones. And then my y minimum, I'm going to make negative 10, go to 10, count by 1. That's what I call the standard, and then I'll hit graph again. So yours should look something like that. Okay, then if I want to pull up ordered pairs, I go second graph. So you see above graph in the blue writing it says table. And so I don't know where your table will start out, but here's mine. And so what you should have noticed about last lesson is that we have some kind of symmetry. That means you have to find the y value that's different, and then the 2 points around it are mirror images. And so if I go through here, I see negative 5, 0, 3, 4. Back to 3, 0, negative 5. So I can tell that at negative 3, 4, that is the highest that my y value goes, and then it starts decreasing from there, which makes sense because my a value is negative. So this is one that's flipped upside down. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this table down. We said negative 3, 4 is in the middle. Then it goes negative 4, 3, negative 5, 0. I can stop there because it's going to want the roots. Remember, the roots are where y is 0. Negative 2, 3, and negative 1, 0. Okay, I'll graph it real quick. Just like that. So there's my roots. A vertex. Axis of symmetry is x equals negative 3. So speed you up quite a bit. All right, number 2. What I want you to be looking at is how much bigger the numbers are. See how this number is 85? And look, I've already even created a scale for you. On Delta Math, you'll have to pick what your scale is. So this is going to be, you're going to have to change your window. And I'll show you that here in just a minute. Okay, so go back to y equals, clear out your function. We're going to type in x squared plus 22x plus 85. Go to graph. So I see part of it, but I can't see all of it. Well, this is always your y-intercept. Okay, so y-intercept is where your x is 0. So this is 0, this is 0. You're left with 85. So that kind of helps me know what I need to go to in my y values. So let's go ahead and go to window. Since this is opening up, opens up, my y-intercept is at 85. So let's say I want to go, I don't know, I'll keep it a minimum of negative 10. I don't think I need to go roll minimum. Let's go up. Oh wait, this is x's, sorry. Left, just to be safe, let's go negative 50 to 50. I'm going to count by 10s. I don't want to keep it by 1s. That'll make it funky. Okay, minimum for the y's. Let's keep it negative. Let's go negative 20. I'm going to go up to 100. Count by 20. Let's just see what happens. Oh, so I can't see the bottom. I don't like that. So I'm actually going to go window, My y minimum, I'm going to go to negative 40. Now I can see it. So one other thing you can do from here, if you don't want to go to your table and look at all this stuff, because it's not terrible. I can already see the symmetry here. So you could go this way. I want to show you something else though. If you hit second trace, see how it says calc above it? That's calculate. If you go second calc, here's things we can find from our graph. So let's say we want to find the vertex. In this problem, it's going to be a minimum because see how it's at the bottom of the parabola. And then it asks you a question, is it left bound? What you've got is this little flashing point here. We got to get this point to be on the left somewhere. Can you see it? As long as it's to the left of this point, anywhere it's good. Hit enter. Now it says right bound. So I need to go to the right with the arrow until I'm on the right of it. Hit enter one more time. It'll actually tell me exactly where that's at. So it's negative 11 comma negative 36. Okay, if I want to find the roots, go back to second calc or trace. These are called the zeros. So I'm going to hit 0. I want to find this point right here. So it's asking me, is it left bound? I have to go left with the arrow key until my flashing thing is to the left, which is actually going to be above it. So it can be here, it could be here, it doesn't matter. Hit enter. Now go to the right, which is going to be below it. Hit enter one more time and it tells me this E, this is like scientific notation, this is so small, it's just 0, is at negative 17, 0. And then I would do it again. I want to find this point. Be on the left of it would be down here. Go to the right of it. Guess it's negative 5, 0. Axis of symmetry is x equals negative 11. So you can pick whether you like the table or not. Table wouldn't have been terrible because I can see that I'm getting down lower and lower till I reach the lowest point is at negative 11, negative 36. From there is your symmetry. So that's fine too. Just like options. Negative 17, 0 is there. Negative 5, 0 is there. Negative 11, negative 36 is here. And then it has to have two other points. So I'm going to pick negative 12, negative 35, and negative 10, negative 35. Okay, and then the last one, number 3. Using a calculator, find the axis of symmetry in the vertex of the function. So again, you could still do formula. That's not bad. Or go back to y equals, put this function in, go to graph. Okay, my window's actually still okay. The vertex is going to be second calc. Again, it's a minimum because this opens up. I want to be to the left of that point and to the right somewhere. Okay, 4.99999, that's just 5. That's 5, comma 3. My axis of symmetry is x equals that x value 5.